Hello and welcome! This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Rimworld, returning to a town named Sallvation. And things aren't going particularly well at the moment. I have a bunch of terrible moods that I have to deal with. Now, the upside of that is that the terrible moods will hopefully be going away. Mitch being the one that has been giving us the biggest problems. Both of his issues that we've had to deal with for a while, innocent prisoner died, and my proposal was directed by Sally Sue, will be ending today. So this will be ending in about 4 hours, this in about 9. So that's good news. And a lot of people are affected by this innocent prisoner died anyway, so that's good that that's going to be going away. The other problem we have, and this is one of the reasons why Sally Mae is in a terrible mood, is that a couple colonists got malaria. Now, Sally Mae luckily developed immunity, so although the malaria got to a major level, she has immunity and she should be getting better. But because she was in bed sick for so long, she has a lot of needs. Her joy is very low, she's very hungry, and so on. So she right now is in a terrible mood, but I hope that this will get better pretty quickly. The other one that got sick, though, is Veronica, and she has extreme malaria, and she's still a little ways away from the immunity, so I'm afraid she may die, and a lot of this came about because we ran out of medicine. Now, the reason we ran out of medicine is multifold, but one of the biggest reasons was a failure on my end. When we were having problems with Mitch, he kept going berserk, like just every few minutes it almost seemed like. And we kept ending up putting him in the hospital to stop him going berserk, either intentionally or not. Now, I did realize later, if you leave him be and he's in an area that's not an issue, you might not have to actually fight him and put him into the hospital. But I found that out later. And in any case, some of the instances he went berserk in areas where I had to attack him, or in areas where I didn't have a choice because he attacked something else. So in any case, because he kept being put in the hospital, he blew through a bunch of my medicine before I realized what was, that it was a problem. And I did turn off his, getting treated with medicine thing. But by the time I realized that, he'd already blown through a bunch of medicine. And at the time that both of them got sick, we were very, very low on medicine. And because of the way that I had, the only remaining doctor, Sally Sue, because Sally Mae's our other doctor, because I had her work priorities queued, she was doing other things other than doing the doctoring. And not only that, she ended up giving, I think, Chris medicine at one point because he got injured and, wasting medicine in places we didn't need to be using it. And the only medicine I think we had left all got used for Sally Mae, which is the reason why she got better faster. And Veronica just kept getting skipped over. And I don't know if she was ever really treated all that often, not until I started realizing that she wasn't getting treated and starting pretty much manually telling Sally Sue to do that and actually changing her work priority so that she was doctoring before everything else. But I think it was a little too late, so we'll just have to see how that goes, but I don't think she's going to survive. And honestly, her dying may put our colony in a bad state. Another thing I noticed here in between videos, and I'll do this once she's done treating Veronica here, is I do believe weaponry got kind of moved around here. So we're going to have to do that. As a matter of fact, Sally Mae is one of the ones that I'm going to have to equip. Where is she? Okay, she's over there meditating. Okay, she's dealing with her joy needs, which we need her to do because she is in a terrible mood right now and may break without that improvement. So we'll let it go, but she probably should equip a weapon. And as a matter of fact, it looks like there's a shotgun out here that has her name on it. So I didn't unforbid it, but I'll leave it when she actually starts moving around. Yeah, there we go. We'll tell her to equip, and then we'll have her do other things. As a matter of fact, is there anything else I missed? Ooh. There's a dead animal. All right, well, we can haul that. Don't know if that was related to the warg attack. This is a warg attack that wiped out a trading mission. And this guy, you know what? I could rescue him, but if he dies and that causes mood effects on my colony, I'm just going to avoid that for now. What are you hauling? No, that is stupid. Oh, wait, that's right. You don't haul, so Oh, another thing I may be forgetting here. Chris is restricted. Is anybody else restricted? No, okay. Alright. Dropping off dead bodies. This is a good amount of stuff to haul, so... And some of this we got silver out of the deal. I mean, maybe having this trade convoy die is not great, because they did have a lot of good stuff to offer. Unfortunately, we don't get any of that good stuff when they die. Alright, so far, Veronica's still alive with us, but... she's still a ways away from that immunity. And even if she gets it, she might be... Oh, there she goes. Alright, I'm really worried about this, because I'm pretty certain that... one of the colonists here was her sister, one of the Sallys. So... I don't see anything here. It might not have ticked, though, because I don't actually see anything for Sally Mae. Oh, no, here it is. My sister Veronica died. And also my friend Veronica died, so you have 2 mood effects there. That's not great. Yeah, so a lot of people are going to have mood effects because of that. Alright, well, first thing I want to do is I want to forbid the body, but I do want it stripped. And Sally Joe, seeing how you were the sister, I would like you to inherit the charge rifle. And then I'm going to have you bury Veronica here. So, why don't you do that? So we're going to go ahead and get a grave here. I think that's the right way around. And then you can prioritize that. No, don't haul her. Did I not forbid her? Thank you. And as soon as this is done, we're going to switch this to Veronica here, and then Sally Joe. Oh, I have to unforbid. Unforbid. And Barry. Oh, I'm pretty upset with that. Veronica was a good colonist. Very valuable colonist. And I'm upset we lost her. And a lot of that was avoidable, I think, too. If I had been more on top of things and realizing she wasn't getting treated and that our medicine was being wasted on things that it shouldn't have been wasted on, I could have avoided that, but unfortunately, I didn't manage it. You know, Min, because you're not all that useful for a lot of things, can you do me a favor? Come over here and kill this, this thing here. There you go. Then we can unforbid that. Alright, go do whatever you were doing. Alright, so we have plenty of meat now, so we can make some nice meals. We got some milk that still needs picked up. This is a good quality pistol. I'm sure somebody has a... Ooh, cargo pods. I'd have to wait for them to fall. Okay, what is this? Husky meat. Oh, more meat. Good stuff. Oh, here's something. What is this? Dead turtle. Alright. Doesn't spoil yet, so we can grab that. But we went from 7 colonists down to 5. And just have had bad luck overall, I guess. Okay. That is a fair amount of meat, so that should be good. And milk lasts a long time if it's refrigerated, which is not how it works in real life, but okay. Alright, well, we're going to start having to recruit. I don't think we can recruit this guy, though, because I think if we capture him, we will have bad effects. And if we just rescue him, then he'll just leave as soon as he's good enough to leave. So, And while I'm thinking about it, we can change priorities here. So, I think it was something like this for Sally Sue. And then once a lot of the hauling is done... What are you up to? Oh, husky meat. Okay. Once the hauling is done, I think I'm going to go ahead and start building some things that I want to build. For instance, this over here needs built. And I see the need for that. All right, so we've got marble, limestone, granite, sandstone. All right, I'm going to start with the limestone here. So I'm probably going to make it as big as I can here. And it might actually be larger than the other area that we made. Yeah, okay, so let's go to structure. Limestone we're already set on. And we have how much? 64? So there's 60. Okay. Let that get built up. Oh! I made a mistake. Cancel. There. And then we get one more block worth. Because that's going to be where the door is. Preferably an auto door, but we're kind of low on steel and components right now. We're also low on food, and because of all the craziness that's been going on, we haven't gotten the planning done, so these are just barren right now. But that should be all the things that we needed to haul in. The only real thing left is, I guess we could strip this guy. Just let him bleed out, which it looks like he's doing just fine. It really helps when you have a dog to help you with hauling. See, the problem here is we have Min, who doesn't do a whole lot of anything, being the one that survives, and Veronica, who did pretty much everything, the one that dies. Not great for the future of our colony. Oh, you know what? We're doing really well on power, so... Sally Mae, can you do me a favor? First off, let's designate that off, and then can you prioritize flicking the switch, please? We don't need to be wasting fuel if there is... And... I'm hoping that's a fine meal. Yeah, it is. So when we have the resources, they'll do that. Alright, well. String of bad luck has cost us a couple colonists. But it looks like moods are starting to get under control, even though we did have somebody's sister die and a colonist die. It's affecting the most the people that are more strong-willed, so... I think we'll manage. But definitely we need to get this heal route in sometime. As a matter of fact, I'm tempted to increase the size of this so that we have more being grown. Because this is our only source of medicine right now. A wild boar became tame. Okay, well, just kill that. Because I don't need another mouth to feed, and it's just a... Well, you know what? Wait, before I do that. Can it haul? Oh, it can. This animal can haul items. All right, well, then train it. That actually works. I still haven't figured out how to rename animals. Are you ever gonna go up? Hopefully you don't let the bear kill you. Alright, well, eventually it will show up, I'm assuming. But then we'll train it, I guess, to haul, and that's great if it manages it. Okay, you're picking up scrap metal to probably smelt. I guess we can start the corpse destruction again. So we'll do forever and do forever. I turned that off because that counted as a whole job and they were doing it over other things, which I wasn't a fan of. But we need to burn these bodies. It looks like we'll be working on that quite a bit. I wish Chris the dog could do this, but... Alright, the boar is starting to show up here. Alright, well, if we manage to tame another wild boar, we might be able to get a breeding pair and use them for food or something. Alright, you know what, Sally Mae? I'm actually going to turn your cooking down a little bit. I would prefer if you were growing rather than cooking. Because you're not one of our better cooks. I mean, it's nice because you got a passion for it, but... Sally Sue's our main cook. And we need the crops grown, so... A raid! Great! Let's see. So they're going to tunnel through, it sounded like there. I shouldn't have clicked OK so quickly. Alright, well... I guess we'll let them do that. We do have some defenses. Restrict. Actually, I prefer if it was in the home area. Home area. Alright, let's keep an eye on these guys. What are they up to? Oh, you're being clever, huh? Alright. How do we dissuade them? You've got a shotgun. Sally Joe, can you be drafted here and come with me? Maybe we can come around. Oh, too late. Mitch, where are you? Get drafted. Come over here. Oh my. Sally Mae, you're going to have to wake up. Okay. Not a fan of that. We gotta kill that guy. Mitch, can you... Oh no, Chris is gonna die. Okay, dead. Or at least... Crap, you need to run. That was in the nick of time. Okay, that guy's down. Chris needs rescued. That is easy to deal with. Furniture. then you're going to go do that. Rescue. And I need other people to wake the F up. I mean, can you firefight? You can. Okay. Wake up. Firefight. You. Wake up. Yeah, firefight. Okay, good. Mitch, come there. Okay. You go there. All right. I'm not really a fan of how she chose to do that. Just back out. I think Chris is gonna die because I didn't manage to rescue him. As a matter of fact, can you come there? Alright, you need to run away, Sally Joe. Alright, good. Alright, we're trying, Chris, we're trying. Okay. I don't care who does it, rescue. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at Chris here in a second. Chris, can't look at you, okay. I'm gonna need to look at injuries. None of them seem serious, other than some slight blood loss, and the fact that we don't have medicine. Alright. We need a prisoner bed. We're gonna assign this a prisoner bed. And then... new capture? What are you talking about? There you go. And you... Alright. Start unrestricting some of this stuff. Ooh, sniper rifle. No, don't worry about the bodies right now. First off, you need to strip them. Again. Now you can haul the bodies wherever you want. Oh, we got another person over here. Somebody didn't capture somebody. But we actually have 2 capturable people. And there should have been another body, and I think that person was already hauled off. Who's awake? Oh, maybe I'm mistaken. I'm mistaken. Okay. Mitch, you're the only one awake. Eat your meal, whatever. Then come over here and capture Ernesto. Because the other person failed to do that. And then we need another prisoner bed. I'm going to ad hoc make that it. And then Mitch is going to capture that person too. Well, we might have just gotten our recruitment here. Recruitment drive here. Character. Prisoner. Oh, okay, so this person, not very recruitable. This person... well, we'll try it nonetheless. What are their characters like? So, a number of things this guy can't do. What about this person? Well, good fighter. Incapable of intellectual, social, or artistic. All right, well, we're still going to try it. A lot of it depends on how shot up they are, too. I don't see any permanent damage, although they could die. And then we're going to have innocent prisoner died effect. So, Sally Mae, where are you? You're in bed. Sally Sue, wake up. No, don't go back to bed, jackass. Where's Sally Mae? Over there. Okay, Sally Mae is going to be treated. So first, treat her. And then we'll go through and we'll treat everybody else. Now, don't go to bed. You're going to treat somebody else. Okay. Okay, that's done. You come over here. Treat the other prisoners. If anything, you get some experience. Oh, you're just going in and burning some of these things straight away? And then maybe when Sally Mae wakes up, we'll just have her take over for the doctoring. If she ever wakes up. Oh, we also need to doctor Chris. How bad is he? No. How bad is he? Health. Okay, so burned off right, left paw. I'm sorry, rear left paw, not right, left. That's impossible. Burned off. Yeah, we didn't get to him fast enough. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Wait, what are you doing there? No, you're not feeding him. Screw that. Feed. Treat. What? You can't treat him? Alright, whatever. Oh, that's right. I had you drafted. Okay. Treat Chris. Alright. You're not feeding fine meals to prisoners. That's nonsense. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and say chat and recruit. Chat and recruit. And Min should be doing that. I really wish you could control what meals they were being fed, but alright, whatever. I guess these guys brought this stuff anyway. And giving a fine meal to a prisoner, I'm definitely not a fan of. But you're going to do it anyway. Alright, fine, whatever. Where's Sally Mae? Sally Mae. Alright, you're relaxing. You know, I wonder, can you do an operation on a dog? Operation? Add a bill? Oh. There's one thing you can do, and that is euthanizing. We're not going to euthanize Chris. Not unless he's not going to make it, I guess. Now everybody's going to have a negative effect. Innocent prisoner died. Yep. Sweet. All because I couldn't treat him fast enough. I should have just grabbed Sally Mae and done that immediately, but... Now I'm going to have that effect for like a week. Oh well. I mean, it looks like we're just spiraling down the toilet. with this playthrough now. It just like, it keeps happening. It just won't, bad things just keep happening and they just won't stop. Well, on the upside, this guy's not dead. On the downside, he's the least useful out of the bunch. Okay. Alright, well that resolved itself. You know what? Screw it. I'm not recruiting this guy. This guy's a complete waste of space. So, I mean, just looking at him, he's skilled at nothing. You know, and in one way, I guess it doesn't matter. We could just use him to haul things. And he's a green thumb and he's an optimist. You know what? We'll take him. But I'm not happy with the fact that the guy that was a little bit more useful died. But I think this guy is more... No, he's actually the easier of the two to recruit, so... Alright, well, in any case, I think this is a good point to put a cut in the video. I'm really not happy with the way things have been going. We have lost colonists. Everybody's in a bad mood, some of which was avoidable probably because of the prisoners dying thing. This is such a bad effect because it lasts so long, and I already have so many other things that are huge duration penalties. Well, there'll be... Yeah, see, this lasts a season. This lasted forever, too. I mean, 11 days now, but it lasted forever. So, like, people like Sally Joe are going to have these negative mood effects for a really, really, really long time, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it. In any case, as I said, this is a good point to put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.